One of the hottest in my state, I ain't saying it, it's a fact. Marvin Divine or MD putting Maryland on my back. They staring because I'm wearing these haters all like some hats. No diamonds, but I be shining like I'm the first in my class.
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy NextVids again with another video, this time with a different kind of gameplay. This time I have Payday 2, the heist, and it's multiplayer gameplay. Although there is single player if you want, if you cannot connect to the internet or something. But this game, I guarantee you, is much funner online when you play with people. And as you see the title, it's tips and tricks video for this game in particular. Okay, so this game will cost you about $30 on Steam, and I guess that's a fair price. It's not really that much, but look out for sales and stuff. They always have it on. They always have it on Steam. Okay, so after you bought it, and I want to get you all started off in the right direction, because there's a lot of things available. There's a lot of options. First being that you can choose between, going completely stealth, meaning you're silent and you don't, like, cops don't get involved, or as I did it in this video, which is I went all out. We tried to go stealth at the beginning, but we chatted before the game started in the lobby, saying if if someone spots us, or we get one of the civilians tells, or snitches on us, trips alarm or something, that we were ready to go all out. So like as I shot the security guard there, because he was ready to report that. So now what we did next was get the crowd, or the civilians, under control, and you see me clear out, you get them grouped up like herding sheep, I guess. And you cannot kill civilians in this game. You can tie them up, so when the police come to extract them, they will have a harder time. I don't think they can free for civilians that are tied. As you see right here, the dude starts shooting me, and I shoot back. You see on the bottom right, I'm Hyper Gaming HD, and you see the health bar. It decreases by a lot in this game. It depends on what difficulty you're playing, but this, I think we went overkill, which is like I think the hardest, and I end up getting downed a lot of times, which is not bad, because just the difficulty of what we were playing and how the bank was set up, and where the civilians were. You see me here tying up the civilians. As I said before, it kind of makes it harder for the police. And so let's get straight to it. I don't want to waste any time. I want you to enjoy this gameplay. So the tips and tricks is not only when you're in playing the game, it's when when you're buying weapons and all that. There's a wide range of weapons you can buy from, and a lot of modifications you can do to the weapons themselves. First suggestion I have, or a tip, is save your money. At the beginning, I was tempted to actually I did buy a gun, which wasn't really the correct choice. I learned, because you unlock guns fast in this game, and once I spent a lot of, because they cost a lot of money, the guns, they range up to in the 100,000s, and like I bought the gun, and I was like, I spent all my money, and I bought the the scope and everything, which costs a lot of money in this game. Actually, it's not like in Call of Duty where you just unlock them. You actually have to buy them. So what I did was, after that point, I didn't buy any guns, and I saved up, and I put a silencer on my pistol. And yeah, first suggestion is save your money, so you can buy the top tier weapons, instead of just going with the next available one, the next your first unlock. That's the first suggestion. The second suggestion is to be a team player. Being a team player in this game is actually very important. It's like you can't really succeed without your team because everybody has to be doing a um, different thing. What I mean by different thing is one person has to like uh, keep control of the civilians, and then another one has to uh, operate the drill, or make sure it's working. And there's different scenarios like where you have to grab a key card and stuff, so that is really important. Okay, that's the second tip: be a team player, which is actually the most important one here. As I said, you cannot succeed without teamwork. Other As I mentioned before, actually, you need to know, you need to discuss with your teammates at the beginning. There's a chat you can like type, or you can use voice chat, which is available in this game, but you have to press a button to activate the, like, it's kind of like how do I explain this, where you hold down the button, then you start talking, and when you release it, it stops. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie, I guess, to make it more realistic. And find out if what each player is going to do. As I said, one person has to, round up the civilians, and one person has to, guard the people from the cops, because the cops do take civilians. And civilians are really important because, like, if one person gets downed and it gets arrested, you can bargain with negotiate with the cops to have your teammate released for exchange of the civilians. And so if you run out of the civilians, they're not going to give your teammate back, because they don't need to. So that's really important. Decide whether to go stealth or all out, as I like to call it. Stealth is pretty hard. You have to actually train a lot, and which brings me to the next one, which is know your teammates. Like, stick with them through several rounds, or like through several missions, so everyone has a feel of what they need to do. And if you need to do complete stealth, then you know what each player is doing. I've been having a hard time because the server keeps disconnecting, and so I have to go with another lobby. And there's some where I totally failed, but the ones I was playing with this time were actually team players, and that was my first time playing with them. Actually, I recorded that because of this. I've recorded many game footage of this game, but always end up not really doing any teammates, so it would be kind of hypocritical if I was like be a team player and then all my teammates were screwing off. So that is the last one. Like, that kind of rounds everything up. So save your money, be a team player, and also you need to figure out which, if you want to go stealthy or all out, and know your players, your teammates, and stick with them. Or I don't know if you could add them to your friends list so you can play again, and use your voice chat or your text chat. And that's all I like to say. If you guys want more videos like this, please let me know. Leave comments on how you think, what other tips or tricks there are. That's it. That's what I like to say. Please check out my other videos and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you. See you next time.
5
guys never
bugger.
disappoint.